does anything happen? Meepo! What in God's name? The first Meepo of the tournament, and it's in the grand finals at a TIGERS.
Moon, he may find some action here. SoNNeikO does still have the ability to roll away. As Moon is chasing. Moon's going to have Swashbuckle back up in 5, but already the cell starts to tick. Sure, it gets cancelled, but SoNNeikO needed to pop it there. If he didn't, the Swashbuckle would have been enough. And at the same time, in the mid lane, Ahjit sets up, gets the first blood onto Magical as the solo Meepo. And this Drow lineup, they never sort of want to be playing from behind in these very early stages of the game.
Yeah. They at least have, of course, they have the Blizzy Enigma. Oh, is this going to be a toss back?
Crystallize coming a little too far up the lane as he will accept his fate. No escape from there as another kill for TIGERS.
TIGERS had it set up from the draft.
Absolutely. They really did. They had a lot of fallbacks, a lot of ways to react to anything that NAVI did in terms of their lane matchups.
They need this. They need this to go a bit better as the toss back is already happening.
He's in a tricky position. Frostbitten. And without a hope in the world, Chu caught out this top lane, just getting absolutely smashed now. In fact, all lanes just looking to be a rough start for NAVI. All cores finding the farm on TIGERS lineup. Once again, top, Xepher.
Another toss back.
Oh, and it's going to be another free kill. The Frostbite sets up for more money into the bank of the Wonder Kid, aka inYourdreaM.
Magical's level 5, our Meepo's probably level 8 already.
Oh, and they're diving in on Crystallize top. Crystallize does have SoNNeikO by his side. Is there anything that he could do to help him? I don't think so. The Frostbite locking down yet another double kill for the Weaver, and they're not done yet. They're going to try for SoNNeikO as well. They have the Avalanche. He's already thrown out the kick. SoNNeikO will fall at 6.5 minutes in. It's a triple kill for Wonder Kid. 5k lead now for TIGERS.
So troublesome for NAVI with the Drow lineup. You're losing all 3 lanes. Your supports are going to be extremely underleveled because of this. And the sides of Tiger, they're all enabled. They all have CM aura. They're all getting these early item timings. And panel mentioned, like Kyle said, they want to snowball with Meepo. This is one great setup. Yeah. Getting Magical involved as soon as he gets 6. Same thing with Blizzy. Getting themselves at least a kill on the board.
You're like, all right, guys, we can get this done. We can make things happen. It's not going to be easy. NAVI, they can band together and make these sort of plays. It's going to be so tough, though, because top lane Crystallize getting punished yet again. Still just level 4 on the Drow Ranger at 7.5 minutes in. Chu, he's got nowhere to run either. Just a level 3 Dazzle, all on his lonesome. Same time down bottom, Moon gets in on top of the Enigma, and it just doesn't stop. TIGERS, relentless with their fury.
And Weaver's just kind of jungling, giving the Tiny the experience. So for NAVI, they have to pretty much sit behind people.
He's trying to lead in, see if he can go for the walk-in black hole onto Moon, and he does still get it off. Able to walk forward, he has the backup with him as NAVI. They'll turn to look for a second, but Ahjit, he's in with the push, straight on top of the Magical Storm Spirit. Storm's gone. Blizzy, can he really set something up? They brought Crystallize in as well. It'll be a huge kill if they can find it, but there's a lot of back of the Gust. Stopping the push for now. Can they kill this Meepo in time? The Poison Touch comes out. They can. They get Ahjit, but they lose 2 more. As both SoNNeikO and Blizzy have fallen. Wonder Kid striking back as NAVI, they've lost 3. He's going to look to dive in for this. He can feel confident as he still has the ability of the time lapse, but he has been silenced underneath the tower. It doesn't matter. The timing's still there for the time lapse to come out as NAVI effectively getting team wiped by TIGERS. Wonder Kid stays alive.
Even the Enigma and the Storm Spirit, they're almost at the same level as that Tiny. The 3 cores on TIGERS just running away with this game.
Yeah, they just absolutely crushed the laning stage, and they've got the perfect heroes to sort of keep ahead with that.
Yep.
They can make so many plays happen around the map, whereas for NAVI it's a lot harder. They'll try, they'll roll in, they get the Magnetize out, Crystallize leading forward, SoNNeikO has to back away. They do have to lock down onto one of the Meepos. Can they kill off Ahjit in time? They're trying their best, but they can't close the gap. As Moon's in with the Rolling Thunder, holding NAVI away. They finally do get the kill on Ahjit as he ticks down to the Magnetize, but they've lost 4. Make that 5 as Blizzy, held in place by the Avalanche, dies as Wonder Kid gets the triple kill. Every time NAVI try and find at least 1 kill from TIGERS, it costs them their full 5-man.
And look at all that. The obs and the sentries, yeah, they're just completely trying to control and suffocate NAVI off the map so that they can't try to catch up. TIGERS knows how incredible of a position that they're in right now.
There's a 16-minute E-Blade picked up by Ahjit.
Blink, E-Blade treads, and the triple Wraith Band.
Mid lane shoot.
Unbelievable timing.
It's going to take a creep to the face. There's top lane. SoNNeikO and Magical. They're trying to go onto Wonder Kid, but he's so damn scary. They have to roll away. TP out of there. Just get away from the big old bug.
Ahjit's strong enough to be able to take it. Since he's the meepo, he gets the lifesteal talent, and then he's able to do it quite easily. They even throw a freezing field on top to give him some assistance.
As we saw, it was a resounding success for Tigers, despite his death.
This Drow is just never going to be able to catch up in this game. He has no place to farm.
Now stop SoNNeikO. Get the roll off, but someone's there waiting for him. It's Xepher, the big old rock man. Tosses him back. Another kill, surely to go the way of the Weaver. Stick charges will buy some time for SoNNeikO. Moon says stop messing around, Weaver. I'm going to clean up the kill. Same time down bottom. Ahjit gets himself on top of Chu. Crystallize. Oh, he's hiding. He's praying. But here comes Ahjit, and he's slaying. Triple kill for Ahjit.
Oh, I mean, we've been saying it for a while, but this game looks impossible for them to really try to play. SoNNeikO will be trying to protect
Xepher, but Xepher quick with the blink. Not to be caught out by the rock. As here's Moon. And look who he's found. Rolling into Navi's half a town. As both Crystallize and Chu pay the price for being in the middle of the warpath, being stomped down by Tigers. But as it stands, every single fight, Tigers are going to come in a few weight classes stronger.
Yeah, Hex finished now, so he can kill literally anybody he grabs, but there is a BKB now on Blizzy.
Let's Crystallize. Pushes the lane out as far as he can. Quickly TP's out. He's got the Shadow Blade and the Aghanims queued up this game, so prepared to sort of be pushed inside of the base, and now outside of the base.
Oh my.
But he's not dying. Ahjit is very tanky. He's already managed to kill up two. They do finally get him, and Blizzy with the BKB black hole holds his ground, locks down Moon, but Moon already with the sort of the damage resistance from the Crimson and the shield crash, he just doesn't die. Blinks forward, a second shield crash finishes off Blizzy, and again, every time Ahjit dies, Navi loses the fight.
meepo buys back and he's ready to go. Now there's no black hole. Now there's no big team fight on the side of Navi to try to bring him down.
A 24k lead. And Tigers already back in position outside of the base of Navi. In fact, Xepher, he's straight into it. He leads him with a blink dagger. May have gone a step too far, though. SoNNeikO's in on top of him. It's straight away in response. They get the silence to cancel the freezing field. They're looking to get on top of inYourdreaM. They disable with the vortex. They get the kill. But now Ahjit blinking in, ready to fight back and get revenge for his fallen teammates. He'll take down one, take down two, buyback from SoNNeikO, but they're without Blizzy for a full minute. Magical has got the buyback. The Tigers themselves, they've also brought back everybody that can to keep this push going as the full 5-man. Navi having to defend as 4. There's the jump in again. Tigers, they're ready to pounce. SoNNeikO being beat down by Xepher. They've got the root. They have the Hex in control. Straight away, a Grave will be there to buy some time for Magical. He does get the zip off because of it. The Grave will keep Storm alive, but Ahjit and the team, they're onto the second set of racks, moving down this bottom lane. They'll clean up a full racks. 2 full racks now. As Tigers, they're ready to look for more. Magical tries to zip in. Quick Born Lightning to dodge the avalanche. 10 seconds until Blizzy's back. How long until the black hole? It's still going to be a while longer, I imagine. Yes, still a full minute until that's there for the fight. As Xepher just holding back Navi. Blizzy's going to TP forward aggressively, but as I say, he has no black hole to offer. Only a midnight pulse. He'll drop it down amongst the racks, but the melee's already fallen. Crystallize trying to prioritize taking down Xepher. They do get the vortex to drag back Tanya. Xepher will drop. He's dead for 70. Can they get more? Glimmer Cape keeps 1437, the distance that he needs to get away.
All right, round 2. Try to catch him outside the base before they get on the high ground setup. Moon
with the smite. They'll find Moon on the front lines. They don't want to commit a black hole onto him straight away, but they will jump forward with Magical. BKB's going to be popped by Blizzy. inYourdreaM coming in for the side. Blizzy trying to hold back and wait for the opportune time to black hole. He'll pop it onto Moon. Moon gets the Rolling Thunder out there and will survive. The freezing field out as they cannot get out. They've lost Blizzy. They've lost SoNNeikO. They've lost Chu. They'll lose Crystallizes. GG is called. Tigers turning up to this best of 5 grand finals with an absolute whopper of a game 1. Not even close. They absolutely stomped Navi here in this game. The draft played out perfectly. Navi caught off
they could Husker too.
Man, they are just cheesing it up. I don't know if Navi wants to play first pick anymore against these guys.
And
They banned Husker last game, they get meatbowed.
Incredible thing called 8 armor and huge health and incredible HP regen, so you can soak those barrages up very easy. So we'll see if Navi can actually pull this one. They're bringing 3 to secure these bounty runes. Moonmeander's just going to walk in. He didn't get it.
You didn't get it.
Takes a decent amount of damage here, but he's an ogre.
I'm another rocket barrage, but as you're
they've got
with the wrap around from Chu. That'll do it. All right, that's a way to sort of help the Gyro have a bit of a better time than the Gyro should in the lane. Give him first blood. Yeah, destroying sort of any attempt from Blizzy to make that lane a little more manageable.
Yep.
That's mid lane. Magical.
Oh,
Magical. All right. First, well, sorry, not first blood, but a kill in that 1 versus 1 in the middle for Magical. He just kills the Husker.
And I see that I think Gyro went for missile, and I think I saw them kill it once or twice already now, too, with that Lina plus Ogre.
And his top lane as well. We'll see where sort of Blizzy does decide to put himself as trying for those creep cuts have not proved to be successful. Does get the call onto 1437. A couple of spins could set them up for a kill as he tries to chase down the Undying already, though. He's lost SoNNeikO. 1437 heals himself back up with the Soul Rip. There's a lot of creeps hitting into Blizzy, but Blizzy, he's losing strength. He's getting body blocked perfectly by 1437 as Blizzy, he'll get another call off to give him an extra bit of armor. Trying for 1437. He does get him as he spins to his death. They take the trade. Blizzy falls, but he gets the kill on 1437. So at least something there for NAVI. It'll look to be in a game where they get him for his 5th pick, because he is getting uninterrupted farm.
And look at poor Blizzy. Like, this is the axe that usually ends up dominating pretty hard. He can't do what he wants to. He can't cut the creep waves. They're trying to get these trade kills onto the Undying over and over again.
Oh, they may just get him. Nice Soul Rips there. As now they'll turn. Look towards SoNNeikO. SoNNeikO in trouble. Will fall. He's trying to chase Blizzy, looking for 1437, but 1437 taunts his way out of there. Blizzy pops the stick charge, but just slowly being right-clicked down by inYourdreaM. He's on top of them with the Shikuchi. Same time down bottom. Toss back into the setup. They'll get Moon. Chu will tick out to the Ignite, but Crystallize. Can he get more out of this? He's got stick charges, but will not be able to follow Xepher with another rocket barrage.
I mean, if they can get it, if they get on top of the Huskar, they can close. They have a lot of ways to control him, like you mentioned. Magical. Very low on mana here. Might just have a TP. Yeah.
Is he actually okay, though? He's absolutely not. I mean, this is a Huskar that just got an arm there. He's going to hit you so darn hard. And indeed, Roche is just getting completely shredded by this lineup of Tigers. There's going to be no time for Navi to have a look in. That's a Huskar at the top of the net worth by... And I get this is the good thing sort of about the Storm this game. Magical can do this. Sort of the biggest threats are being set up upon by a Fire Blast or a Light Strike Array. But he's keeping it safe mid lane. Oh, the Axe tries to jump in, but Blizzy gets the call off a little too late. They do kill the Aegis, but the timing, he is going to get hit by the Supernova stun, but he's at full health. Not a lot that they could do about that. Ahjit's going to continue to stand his ground.
There's a lot of protection, and there's other things you do have to be wary of. Sure, it's a Huskar who's super farmed, but this Weaver is no joke either. He's got Dragonlance. He's getting close to that Diffusal Blade too. So it can't, you know, when you start thinking so much about it. They get the call.
They do. Blizzy. He's in. The control's there with a follow-up Chu Avalanche.
So they're addressing. At least they're able to find this Weaver. Like I was saying, it's starting to shift a tiny little bit. And now, while they know that Tigers are starting to split up, they want to look for some plays with these double blink daggers. There's only 2 heroes here on the side of Tigers. They do have the Ogre kind of rotating over.
They're going to try. They get the jump. It's straight away. Chu's on top of them, ready with the follow-up disabled. Do they have the damage to bring him down? Magical in with the Vortex to drag it back. Ahjit still alive. A tree cut through. They get the kill. They kill the Huskar and the Tombstone. Maybe see if they could chase for more. Wonder Kid does hit the backup coming in. Tigers, they're bringing in Moon and Xepher ready to turn this fight around as they found the Phoenix. And Crystallize gets the cooldown. He's able to flak as well. A lot of damage flying out from the Gyrocopter. 1437 still alive with the Soul Repeal coming in for onto himself. They get a double kill for the Weaver, but Navi, they're striking back. They found 3, and they're knocked down. Magical. He's in with the control. Vortex onto the Weaver. Navi take 4 kills from Tigers. As Moon, he'll hide, hope to survive in the pit, but they'll find him as well. Triple kill for Crystallize. Navi very much with a chance this game.
They force the issue a little bit here. Stormstone, we see Magical. He's not really near the fight. He's starting to port his way down in. The Tombstone
should be able to farm it up. SoNNeikO, he runs straight in. He's going to get the supernova off, though. Can they kill the egg in time? They're trying. Moon's punching in. They do get the egg. They take it down, but Gyro and Crystallize moving in with the BKB. Ahjit tries to jump in, but he loses his life immediately. They've lost the Huskar. They'll lose the Ogre as well. And NAVI aren't done. Xepher will turn for the TP. Does he manage to get out in time? He does not. Blizzy in with the dunk down, and on the side, they found the stun. The missile connects. They're on top of inYourdreaM, but he gets the Shikuchi out as the Avalanche ends. Hiding in the trees. They're hunting. Will they see him? He's going to go for the TP out. Is there any sort of AoE stun to catch him? There is not. So inYourdreaM will escape. Should we really have died that much on the bottom lane as this Ogre and Lina? I think, you know, Xepher and Moon, we've seen some great games with them, as I said at the start. We've seen games where this matchup crushes a lane. They did not this time round. They gave up kill after kill. As now Moon does manage to get himself on top of SoNNeikO, but SoNNeikO's got the egg. He's fine. They'll have to start retreating. Lots of TPs were forced out by NAVI. They won't quite be able to catch out Tigers.
Crystallize going the perfect items to this game that, you know, just a little bit of HP in the beginning with the drums. Phase boots, Xepher gets caught.
Magical, he's starting to get the ball massively rolling with the Bloodstone and with the Kaya. Let's see what they can find here. inYourdreaM, just find him. He's got, yeah, just goes straight for the zip TP. There's nothing to cancel it.
Just that limited catch. As soon as Lina's dead, there's only an Ogre really for that stun for them to provide. And again, the Blade Mail.
Oh, Blizzy.
The follow up at Chu.
I mean, it's crumbling. It's really crumbling for Tigers. It just seems weird to see from them. You know, there's not a Huskar, there's not a Dazzle, there's not an Oracle in this game. The best sort of save they have is a Soul Rip, and then in terms of sort of disable and ways to keep NAVI off it, there's a Fire Blast and a Light Strike. If those spells aren't used perfectly, NAVI are going to be able to fight. And once again, Magical, zip straight in, they're on top of the Huskar, the Spirit Vessel down onto him as well, and with the BKB on Crystallize, he's straight in on top of him. They get the kill onto the Huskar. There's going to be a buyback from Ahjit as he's TPing in to the mid lane. He wants to desperately try and fight back. Blizzy stands his ground, beats down the Tombstone. They've lost the Phoenix, but the Taunt, the spins, Blizzy, he'll bring down the Undying with him. Tigers, they have to try and punch back for more with that buyback from Ahjit. inYourdreaM chasing down Crystallize. Crystallize, he's got Magical by his side. Is there anything Magical could do to keep that Gyro safe? There is not. So Tigers will be able to at least trade, take core kills with them. With Chu and Magical, can they disrupt this attempt long enough to buy time for the axe to come in? It's pretty low. They could certainly look for a zip steal if they time it right, but they're not going to. Tigers, they'll get themselves the Aegis onto Ahjit. Quick blink away from the Tiny. I don't think there's any other teams, if any, sort of in sort of the top realm of Dota 2 teams at the moment that would just sort of, you know, turn up to a draft, get that ending pick, the Gyrocopter, and just go for it like that, have that sort of faith in it. But NAVI did, they had a strat and plan. The call so far it's looking good as mid lane. Blizzy gets the call onto the 2, the setup's there for the quick kills onto both Xepher and Moon.
Build up those Bloodstones.
He's up to 20 Bloodstone charges as he's getting those items. Tigers still, though, they do have the ways to force the fights as they're straight down the mid lane. Ahjit onto the tier 3 tower. At the same time, Magical, he's looking for a bit of split push on the Storm. He's actually taking a tier 3 tower down himself. And now back off, go for the TP back to base. Fire Blast comes out onto the Phoenix, but not enough damage to kill him off. SoNNeikO will be fine. Jump forward. They get the call onto the Huskar. The Supernova as well. Ahjit's gone. He was silent. He couldn't get the Aghanim's time lapse. inYourdreaM could not get the save as Tigers, they've lost 3. NAVI, they're not done. They want to make sure they clean up the entire lineup of Tigers. They have lost Blizzy, but this is what I'm saying. With the axe, it doesn't matter if he goes in and dies because he can set up the rest of his team for glory. 1437 will escape, but again, NAVI holding these defenses and that silence onto the Weaver.
NAVI seem to have thwarted this Huskar.
It's Magical. Silence onto Moon. Quick zip in. There is an Aghanim's time. That's from the Weaver, saving Moon once. It's not going to be enough to keep him actually alive for the full duration as they zip in, kill him off. Full set of racks taken by NAVI on the top lane. And giving us, without a doubt, the best Dota that we've seen so far from NAVI at this LAN. They're making this Huskar lineup just look looks so weak. It just falls over in every one of these team fights.
Yeah, and they have 21 deaths combined bottom on Tigers in their bottom lane. 21.
He gets broken straight away with the BKB. Crystallize looking to get on top of them. They've lost the Weaver. There's going to be no Agnim's time now. BKB's out from Ahjit. He's going to try his best to fight back as Crystallize is focusing the Tombstone, keeps his distance away from Ahjit as the BKB now wears off for the both for the Magical. Zipping straight back in. Has he got the control? He's being fire blasted, multicasted by Moon, but he's in. The Vortex comes out. Ahjit will fall. Double kill for Blizzy again with the call from Blizzy. The triple kill from the Axe. The zombies do kill him, but Tigers, they get team wiped. NAVI doing it time and time again in this game 2.
He recovered so well in this game after that laning phase. He got the blink dagger at a good timing. And like I was mentioning, there's really so much that is coming down to this bottom lane that happened for Tigers. Now it's desperate moves they need to take. It's just getting harder and harder and harder versus Navi's lineup. Their timing window has disappeared as Weaver's farm is completely stopped too.
And then the lead. Oh, Blizzy! Straight in the 3-man call! 3 dead on Tigers as Blizzy once again.
GG.
Oh, you gotta tap out after that. You have to tap out after that. Navi, this game 2, as I said in the game, the best showing from them here so far in a single game. This was an incredible performance from them, and against a draft that the panel all said, this Huskar lineup, it's an easy win for Tigers.